Hello and welcome to the Life is Storytelling Gamescast. I'm your host, Chris Pierce, joined by my co-host or sidekick, Ernest Gonzalez. Ernest, how you doing today, bud? You can
I'm
speak.
awesome, man.
Okay.
How are you
So
doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing quite well. Doing
Yeah,
good.
today's
Oh,
another good day. It's another good day.
did you have more ramen?
I didn't have ramen today,
Oh,
but I
okay.
had a great sandwich with chips inside of it.
Hey, man.
Broke style, baby.
There you
That's the way
go.
to go. That
That's the
little
way
bit
it
of crunch,
goes.
it makes all the difference. I'm
Absolutely.
more full
Absolutely.
because it had those little bit of chip, those six chips in there.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's fair. I mean, there's extra food in there, so
It's the little
100%.
things, baby. It's the little things.
What we
Yeah.
don't know is it's literally just two pieces of bread and chips. There's nothing else on this
And it's a
sandwich.
chip sandwich. Yeah. You ever had a noodle sandwich, man?
No.
Okay, you haven't really struggled then.
I don't know, man. I feel like I have. Maybe I just didn't think that creatively.
Yeah, I just didn't think to put noodles in the bread, stupid.
Right. I don't know, man. I felt like I've gotten pretty. Like, obviously, I've never been starving. Not going to claim anything like that. But like, there's been
Yeah,
times where I'm just like, you throw some shit together. You just put some stuff
no.
together.
Unless noodles were between those buns, you didn't go through shit. No, I'm just kidding. No, man, no. Yeah, no noodle sandwiches today, so it's a win.
There you go. Well, see, you
Yeah.
got to set your own goals, man. You got to set your own
Mhm,
goals. But we
mhm.
are here. It is a games cast. We started our screencast yesterday. If you are a fan of movies and television and whatnot, go check that out. We currently have a review up of Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. It's quite a good conversation. Honestly, through the conversation, I had more to talk about than I realized. No, that's like the best ones. That's like the best content because it's just a whole conversation that kind of evolves as we're going. But definitely go check that out. And we do have like a clip of it on our socials if you want to go check it. And then if you want the full video, it's available here on YouTube. Everything's only divided up audio wise through Screencast and Gamescast. If you're here on YouTube, everything's on this channel. So go check it out.
And that's a long one, so, like, is our podcast shorter than the actual movie?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
okay.
was only an hour.
Yeah.
The recording,
The
obviously,
recording was only an hour. The
only an
movie
hour.
is 3 and a
The
half
the
hours.
movie is three and a
Yeah.
half. Yes, yes,
Okay.
it
All
is.
right. Cool. Just
But that's
making
the
sure.
beauty of not like because like say when you review two things, like if we were to review Seven Samurai with something else, you run the risk of having a 2 hour show. And there are
Yeah.
definitely warrants for that, like when we do an award show, stuff like that. We've gone over 2 hours, but you know what I
Gone to
mean.
4. I think
I'm
4
pretty
is our
sure it was
longest.
four.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, I made the mistake last year of just having us talk about the Game Awards announcements with our awards, and it was just like, no,
That was a lot.
it was a
Yeah.
lot. It was a
I was
lot.
tired.
No, I was
What other
too.
games do you care about, Ernest? None of them.
No, I'm just,
None.
oh, no. I'm gonna sell my console tomorrow. No, yeah, definitely felt that one, and we're gonna revamp that a bit this year, and I'm looking forward to that, especially since it'll be our first time doing it video wise. But today's Gamecast. It is September 18th of 2025. We are just two dudes, two bros that will soon live together. I know. I know. Are they gay? I don't know, man. Uh, that just love to talk about games, that just love to nerd out. So anything you can do to support us, anything you can do to just let us know how we're doing, whether it's a comment, dude, if you got hate for us, give it to me. There's enough hate in
Yeah.
this world. I'll take more. Especially if it's geared towards us. You don't like Blue Beetle? Let Ernest know. You
We
dare
need
say
more
that in
Blue
front of my
Beetle.
cup? We do. We absolutely do. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Let's get it,
whether it
man.
be on Apple, Spotify, whether you leave a review on there with your stars or literally comments, share, like, subscribe on any of our socials. We really appreciate it. And yeah, we're just trying to figure out how to do this, have fun while doing it, and make a thing out of it. So let us know. But today's Gamecast topics of the week. We are back with coming up. Ernest brings something to the table. I bring something to the table, and that is our focus for the show. We are starting once
Up
again
to the
with
table.
Ernest's topic to the table. Get the tables. Um, Ernest, there was a story that I had you report on a couple of days ago,
Mhm.
where, of course, we learned. I think the bigger part of that story was we learned. we might be getting Wolverine next year. But along with that, like the surprise part of that is there's reportedly a spin-off Venom game. Of course, all coming from Insomniac in the Marvel Universe coming down the pipeline. And you use that to make your topic for today. So if you want to get into that, what we're doing.
Right. Yeah, because Venom. So you told me to remind you about this. I was
Yep,
saying that Venom kind of makes sense, like as its own game,
it
you
does.
know.
It
And
does.
you were like, actually, I have an opinion on that.
So I do have an
What is?
opinion because it does make sense character-wise, but where we're at with the story, where we're two left off,
Mm.
does it make sense for the spoiler alert for Spider-Man 2? One, two, three. I don't know if he should be Venom again. I don't know,
Is it
like
him?
that's the thing. Yeah, because I don't think, especially with the way it played out, I don't think we're gonna get like one of those prequel games that happened before the events, because we see him turn into Venom, and then we see him lose that ability. So like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
give it to Eddie. You
You
know.
could give it to Eddie. You could
Yeah.
incorporate Eddie Brock. I do feel like, I mean, chance. Well, granted, Carnage. I forgot who the guy is who was Carnage, but that person ended up being the guy. Like you learn the guy's actual name. That's the comic accurate person. So they didn't switch him around. So yeah, we could switch it to Eddie Brock now. Like use that as an introduction and get a spin-off game with that. That would be really cool. Actually, that's a really neat way to introduce somebody else. Um, and yeah, I would be. So that's my thing. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
saying it can't make sense as a character. Yeah, absolutely. And the gameplay's already there. I'm just like, I don't know. If you put it back on him, I'm like, then why did he lose it in the first place?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Why did we fight? What did we
what
fight
did we
for?
do? And of course,
We could have
the
just
people
chilled.
at Insomniac can easily make that make sense, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Um, as much as I will criticize things that they put out, they don't put out bad things. I don't think Spider-Man 2 is bad. Spider-Man 2 is a great game. It's just not my favorite thing in the world. And but still, dude, they're making gold for PlayStation, absolutely. I'm just curious, like what way do they go
Yeah.
with it? Yeah, that's my main thing.
No, I feel you. Yeah, definitely. It's some question marks that when we get the
You think
answers
it's
to
gonna be
those
the
things.
Riddler? I'm just kidding.
Oh shoot.
No one would see
That's
that
gonna
coming.
be crazy. So
Yeah.
all right. So other side characters that we feel would make for a good spin-off game, would make for a
Right.
good
And that's our
protagonist
topic here.
instead of just that sidekick. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's
Even
because
though
I was wondering
Venom
where the sidekick was coming from.
like even though Venom like isn't really too much of a sidekick. He's not too much of like a right hand man or anything here.
Yeah.
And I don't have any villains down, but I also love the idea of getting like the other side of the story in games. Like there has to be some game villains out there that
Mhm.
we would love seeing, like either how they got to that villainous spot in their life
Right.
or just see how it unfolded for them. Like
Mhm.
maybe there was different motivations we didn't know about, stuff like that. Those types of things are always cool.
Yeah.
But I have one that's a little bit like a villain.
Go for it. Go for it.
That it's the closest one to it. So Tomoe from Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
Um, when when Ghost of Yote
Mhm.
came out,
You did it.
get
You did it
fucked up
though.
with
You
that
did
name.
it though. You didn't say
Yeah,
Yotai.
yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, but now here we are talking about it. Next time it's going to be even better. I thought it was going to be like her. Maybe I was like, oh, maybe
Mhm.
it's a female protagonist. Maybe it's Tomoe.
Right.
Um, and then so after watching Seven Samurai a couple of days ago,
Mhm.
I had the urge to hop on Ghost of Tsushima and getting on there, and one of the first things you do is go help the sensei, and the sensei is like, we
Sorry,
got to
man.
find my
Yeah.
student. And yeah, man, and I was just reminded of like how that story goes, and I'm not there yet in the replay, but I remember how that story ends.
Yep.
um Spoilers for Ghost of Tsushima.
I was gonna
This
say I
might
talked
happen a
about it on
couple
my
of
review
times here.
a few
Yeah.
months ago. But yeah.
And like just seeing how that story panned out, or like because you would hope she gets somewhere, she just gets to live like a peaceful life, something like that. But
Mhm.
what if she got over there and she had to pick a bow back up? What if she had to fight for herself? And I think with her being mainly an archer, it opens up the door for a lot more like archer focused stuff. You know, there's like
Yeah,
archery in the skill tree for Jin,
yeah.
but you know, I imagine hers would look like completely different.
It
Like she'd be
should,
able to do
if that
some
was to
wild
go that
stuff,
way.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I would love to see it. It's a character that I've always kind of felt like didn't get complete closure with. Like I
Mm.
understand that is
Because
the
she left.
ending
It's like
of
it's because she left. Yeah.
yeah, and like that's as far as we get as the like all we have is the interaction with her and
Mhm,
Jin, and we don't get anything outside of that for her.
mhm.
I would love to see it. I would
I would
love to
too.
see it.
I'm right there with
Yeah.
you because, like, honestly, because again, I replayed it a couple a month or so ago, um, and hers was like that story. Because the thing I've again, and I won't linger on this, but my biggest thing is there's just too many. Like there isn't maybe nine of nine and stuff like that.
Mm,
But when you get to the end of that story, was one of the like really big moments that I was like, I'm really glad I'm replaying this. Because granted, I remembered the beats. I would not have remembered her name. Like if you
yeah.
had described, if I read something describing her in Ghost of Yotei, sure, picked it up there. But I'm happy to have like it's in my brain. Like I can like Tomoe. I know who that is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'm right there with you. It'd be really cool to just first of all just in Yotei to see something mentioning her just to give us some type of idea of what she's been doing. But then as a spin-off game, you're absolutely right. Granted, you do need to pull like you need to really and Sucker Punch can absolutely do it. That they need to pull out all the bells and whistles to make a really interesting version of archery gameplay because it is really because they would directly be competing with Horizon Zero Dawn.
Right.
I understand not everyone's favorite thing,
You got to
but
do
you
more
can't.
than slowing down
Right.
time.
But
Like
at
yeah,
the same
yeah.
time, you can't not have that. I like it's
Oh no,
just
yeah.
so
But
necessary. Yeah.
that should be like the first thing you
Right.
unlock
That
on the
should be your
skill
like
tree at this
that's like
point.
your
Like
starting point, and then you just grow from there. And then get to the point where you're doing some really cool things. Because
yeah,
she's not
bullet
just
time,
any
baby.
archer. Yeah, right, something like that. But because she's not just some archer. She was literally as you're like running around with Sensei, he's talking about how like she had this inherent talent. Like he like taught her to like hone her skills, but she already was like might as well have been like a protege and just a natural and all this other stuff. And she shows it. You get a like a brief glimpse of it, but she does show it a bit. And my favorite part of her like side thing is like that moment where you're with her and you don't know it's Tomoe, but you know it's
Yeah,
Tomoe, and that stuff's
yeah.
so cool. So I would love, of course, the same voice actress and everything to come back for her and everything. And yeah, I do think she's absolutely worthy of a spinoff. That'd be really cool.
Was
Um,
she on your list?
no,
Okay.
I have good games on my list.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So my first one is absolutely cheating, because I have a side A and a side B of the same coin. Um, because it's Death Stranding. Because there's two characters that I think we could really benefit from like a prequel game from, and they are so intertwined. You could literally make a game with both of them and like you go between the two, that'd be something. Kojima would find some weird way to go through that. I mean, it's all
yeah.
tethered together.
It would be
Uh,
weird for
it
sure.
would be
Yeah.
weird, but the two characters I'm referring
Like the
to.
soles of their feet touch and like it switches
Hey
who
man,
your
it was
character's
weirder what
doing.
happened when Sam dreamt about Higgs. But that's exactly what I'm referring to. Higgs and Fragile. Because first of all, I think those both open up a really unique gameplay perspective. Um, and especially with Fragile, you can still deliver things. She had her own delivery company, and then obviously Higgs ruined that for her, so we could get a chance to see their bond, their time together. My main thing is because he's still my performance of the year right now. I just want more Higgs. Just
He's
want more.
so
He's
good.
so
He's so
good.
good.
He's so
Yeah.
good, dude. But also, of course, Leah Seydoux is an incredible actress, and I love her as Fragile. And I love the line, "I'm fragile in name only." Like it's great. It's so good. But yeah, I think both of those would warrant just a completely new perspective in the world of Death Stranding, as well as taking us back to a time before Sam and stuff like that. And it would also be very interesting. Granted, Fragile is also not the most emotive character, but she's more vocal than someone like Sam. Again, the perspective would be so different. The gameplay. very different as well. And I don't think it'll ever happen. So, but it would be cool. I think it would be cool, and that's what I'm gonna say. So that's my answer right there for my number three.
Yeah. Maybe you get Doll Man before he was a doll. What do they
Uh,
call him then? Just man?
Fleshman,
Is it?
Fleshman. That'd
So I have the more obvious one from Death Stranding too.
huh?
First, let me agree with you that having a Higgs game, but like a Higgs and a Fragile game sounds awesome too.
Because they directly
But
tie into each other. Yeah.
but Higgs especially, I'm just thinking of the gameplay for Higgs
Oh,
and
dude,
like how
yeah.
interesting that would be.
Like that
Like,
upgrade here
you
would be
know,
huge. Just becoming a
yeah,
god.
and just like eventually like being able to like control,
Yep.
like what are they called? BTs or
Right.
whatever.
And then
Right?
just
Like
becoming more and more of a menace. Yeah.
yeah, dude, that would be awesome.
That'd be huge.
Awesome.
That'd be big.
Super. And because there's a lot of off-screen time with him. Like
Yeah.
even if it eventually ran linear to like what we know of him, like
Right.
that would be crazy too. So
Yeah.
yeah, some Higgs stuff would be dope for sure. And I would love seeing Leah anytime. Um but yeah, I have the more obvious one. Excuse me, with Tomorrow
Okay.
because they kind of set it up there.
They do.
And like I also see with Tomorrow just the opportunity again for like very like different natured gameplay.
Absolutely.
Just
Because all these
uh
people we're talking about are like
more
powered. So,
right,
yeah.
right. So I imagine hers would be like more fast paced, like, being able to like go underground and like swim around
I
or
can
whatever
tell
it
you
is that
right
she
now,
does. Like
Kojima would add
that
in a
would be
thing of
so
like
sick.
she can't take the packages under with her.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, for sure. For sure. Oh, man, just the least there's so much, like, convenient things that people, like, add to games to, like, here, like, so that you don't
Mm,
have to do this one thing, and he just puts roadblocks with all of
he
them,
does.
like,
He
on
absolutely does.
purpose. Yeah,
Granted, it's still a huge step
that's
from Death Stranding 1, but yeah, no, absolutely.
yeah, for sure. The improvement from 1 to 2 there is just
It's huge.
incredible, for
Hmm.
sure.
Hmm.
But yeah, like, and it would hinge definitely like on the type of gameplay that we get there. Like it can be similar in that like you're making deliveries and stuff, but like when a fight goes down, it should be very different when you're
Yeah,
controlling
absolutely.
Tomorrow
Absolutely.
compared to Sam, right?
Just put the package
So,
down, bro.
and just seeing what kind of weird stuff he come up with in that
Yeah.
situation too,
And of course, Elle Fanning. She's
Um,
great.
and Elle Fanning's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I just saw her. She loves Jack Black. I didn't know that.
That video is hilarious. Sex
Had
on
me cracking
legs. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
up.
That was my first time seeing the
But
Fannings together. Mhm.
the dude, like at least in a long time, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
I need to check my Fanning calendar. Like when
Fanning
I have
Friday.
sightings of them.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, man, Tomorrow there just makes a lot of sense to me as
It
well.
does.
Yeah,
The only
and
reason I didn't go with
and because
Tomorrow,
they were like here,
and that's
like
why I'm like, I feel like that would be an actual sequel. It wouldn't be a spinoff.
I get that.
But at
I
the
could
same
also
time,
see somebody just dragging back
no,
Sam into it again.
100%. You're absolutely
Yeah.
true. You're absolutely right. It could absolutely happen. And the beautiful thing about spinoffs, because the other thing that we didn't really touch here is these are smaller experiences. Like Miles
Mhm.
Morales is like a good example of this, because there's a reason that came between Spider-Man 1 and 2, but it doesn't have a number. It is canonical to that world. Um, but literally, you can. I beat that in a week. I
Or
platted
like,
that in a weekend, and you have to
oh yeah,
replay the game
same,
to get the plat.
same. I
Like
think that was
it's
my second plat. I think my
yeah,
first was Spider-Man, and I went straight into Miles Morales.
yeah,
So. Um, Clank had a game,
yeah,
right,
mhm,
of Ratchet and Clank,
yeah, on PSP.
like that, and I think it was like a smaller experience than like a full Ratchet and Clank
Probably.
game.
I never played it because I never had a
No,
PSP. But yeah,
bitch. No, I'm just kidding. That's not your
I'm
fault,
so
man.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for taking that out on you. I'm projecting right now. But but yeah, like that's kind of like what I had. The Miles Morales like comparison that you made before was like a perfect
It's just what I
thing
think
for what
of.
I had in my mind.
And
Yeah,
plus it's in
yeah,
the same universe what spawned our idea here.
yeah.
But Death Stranding was your number two Am I making that? Am I understanding that right?
It is. It
Okay.
is. Or my
Um,
second one. I didn't really put these in any
right.
kind of
So
order.
I
Yeah.
have these all listed together, and I'm just kind of reading them off. So after Death
I only
Stranding,
have one more. I know you had a couple of like honorable
yeah, but
mentions and
we'll
stuff
we'll
like
mention
that.
that afterwards. So we'll
Okay.
keep with this. So my number two, because I'm really curious, because the one that I think has the most possible chance for crossover is the first one I have listed here. So we're gonna see. Um, but I am gonna go ahead for my next one and list Judy from Cyberpunk 2077. Because
Okay.
obviously first of all, it's a huge change in a game to have like an already established character like that. Granted, V like has a rep and has friends and stuff like that, but largely you're making the choices from whatnot, like going forward. Like I guess we could do a prequel game for Judy. I would love to do a follow up, but I guess that's more difficult because you have to determine what ending is what and all that good stuff. But regardless, Judy is my favorite NPC in Cyberpunk 2077. I loved her. I romanced her. Well, sorry, I couldn't romance her the first time I played through the game because I was a man.
Ha, loser.
What a loser. But hey, you know what? You can
Playing
only
as
call
a
somebody a loser
dude.
so much when they get Pan Am. So Pan Am's pretty great too.
Sure.
Um, you love Pan Am. Get out of here, bro. But of course, I prefer Judy. And I played as a woman the second time through. And yeah,
I've
absolutely.
I've never romanced Panem.
Well, but you still like her.
Right.
She's cool.
Correct. Correct. You are
Okay, that's just like all the
absolutely
sounds.
correct.
But
But
again, we're agreeing
I've
Judy
only
is
ever
I
romanced Judy.
right.
'Cause,
And
yeah.
because like her walk through memory lane, her underwater levels, so cool. What a cool story that's told there. And I would just love more Judy. Like, of course, I would
No.
love to see her in the sequel, but I think her as the main character of your own thing, whether it be prequel, learning how she met her friends that are in that little bit of a gang at the beginning of her story with you, or where she goes from here, I think that'd be really fun.
And I had cyberpunk thoughts as well. Like
Mm.
Johnny Silverhand comes to mind so
That's
easily
fair.
when we're
100%.
talking about this,
100%.
Like we could very much go through his story.
And he
The
has a
thing
whole
is, like,
gameplay segment there.
his story is very recapped, like
Yeah.
we already know the majority of that story. They got into some
But
of
he's
those
the
like
he's
super crannies
he's
in
the
there.
most recent example of an unreliable narrator. You could add something.
True,
Just don't
true.
do
And
just don't do the tower again.
maybe he was embellishing. I
Right.
imagine that would still be like the last thing, and you just know it's like leading to just bad
Right.
stuff,
Right.
you
Right.
know. Um, that's okay too, I guess. But
Right.
But yeah, I like your idea. What kind of like gameplay would you picture with a Judy game?
So it'd still be
Like,
first
is it
person,
still
but I don't feel like because here's the thing, it would be it would be stricter in terms of openness of like how the
mm,
gameplay works because she's a hacker. I don't think you
right?
could outright get the option to change that, but you
Don't
can
put
like
blades on her and shit. Like,
right.
fucking yeah,
I think there should be some level of stay true to the character that's already been established. Of course, still get your customization in or whatnot. You can change your hair, change your outfit, all that good stuff. But maybe different types of hacking, and through that you can incorporate new versions of like because hacking gets so busted when you get to those higher levels of it.
yeah,
Um, fuck with that. Give me more of that, and just see how crazy she can get with it.
dude.
And
I
even
love
like
in those games just walking into a room and just having people like five people drop like instantaneous, just die.
yeah, because you just
Like,
fry them, bro. It's
yeah,
so
it's
satisfying.
crazy.
But also, like, 'cause she's like
Uh,
she introduces you to the whole brain dance thing. She's the one who like does that. So you could
right.
easily also kind of have like a detective game in here with that. I know there's actually a cop
Ah,
that you could do that with.
nah.
But Judy's so much fun.
No, he's great.
He
He's a
is
great
great. He
dude.
is great. And his
I
story
always
it's
feel
dark
so
as
bad for
hell.
turning him down because he's so sweet.
He is very
And
sweet. He's very
like,
sweet.
oh man, and you're like coming to family barbecues and
Right.
shit like
Right,
that,
right,
and
right.
then you're like, but this is gonna work though.
But we're just buds, dude. We're just dapping up, dog. You know what I mean?
It's so sad. I feel so bad every time.
Every
Every
time.
time I feel so
But
bad.
yeah, no, regardless. And there's just a lot of different ways to go that with Judy. And towards the end of of the game, you don't like well, you can physically see her, but there will be points where you get text from her because she's visiting other people and stuff like that. Another route to go with it since I did play my first my playthrough as male V, you still can like build the bond with her. You just can't go out with her. Um, and you'll get like updates from her like traveling because she leaves Night City, and I would say that's a really good thing for her. So
That's a better ending than like ending with us,
right, right,
honestly.
right, right.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah.
threat's just always there if you're staying in Night City. But yeah, and like just maybe that aspect of her life, getting in touch with that to see like what that about. I just think would be really cool. The other option, I'm just thinking about this now because it's actually probably better than a. Do you have Cyberpunk as your answer for your number one?
No,
Okay,
no, no.
so I'm just gonna say that because I just thought about it now because I think it would be cooler than a Judy game. Would be an Edge Runners game, 100%.
Oh, just like based off
You
with
can
the
play
end
as David,
runner.
like a dude, do a dual protagonist David Lucy game. Because there's
Oh
a
yeah.
his two
Oh
completely
yeah.
different builds. You have a strength build with David as he's upgrading his stuff. You have more of the assassin kind of like thing with Lucy with hacking, and then she has the wire. And yeah, that'd be oh man, oh man, yeah,
I love the gameplay that I've seen of Lucy in Guilty Gear.
yeah. It's
It
beautiful.
looks so
It's
cool,
incredible, and they
man.
went so in depth with the detail.
And with the wire and
Yeah,
stuff, like it's all so
and the voice lines and
so
stuff
cool.
like that.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's actually canon, and it's pretty crazy,
It's
and
so
it's
good.
really sad.
She's a very tragic character. Everybody in that
Night City
show is very
sucks.
tragic.
If you're there, you're gonna be a tragic character. Oh, dude. Okay, I'm sorry. Just
Yeah,
one
Night
more
City fucking
option.
sucks, but I love
Um,
it.
a
What?
Jackie Wells game, spin-off game would be beautiful.
I thought of it too.
Mm.
Um,
But it would
and
just play
like,
very similarly with the guns and everything, I imagine.
and yeah, I think it would have to be very like linear as well, like what you
Well,
were
that's
saying.
part of the
Uh,
beauty of it being a smaller experience. Because yeah, it could absolutely
Not
be.
that it has to be linear, but like the power scale can't get too
Right,
crazy,
right,
you
right, right.
know?
Because he's pretty much
Yeah.
he's just a dude we care about and love
He's about at the same level as V when
at that
y'all
start.
get on the same
Yeah,
page. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So,
Because there's a reason
so
he died. Like he's not able to overcome that. So yeah.
right. Ah, dude. I loved him so
R.I.P.
much.
Jackie. R.I.P.
That's
Jackie.
why I drink Moscow Mules on my birthday every year. Is because
Respect
of
that.
Jackie
Acknowledge that,
Wells.
man. Acknowledge
Yeah.
that, man. It's beautiful.
Because the Jackie Wells at the bar in the game, like if you make it big in Night City, then you get a drink named after you at the bar, and there's a Jackie Wells drink, and
Mhm.
it's just a Moscow Mule. It's just a Moscow Mule,
There you go. But we
but
call it a Jackie Wells around here.
yeah, it's a Jackie Wells.
There's
I
also
walk
a
into the
David
market.
Ramirez, and we
Can
should
I
bring
get
that.
a can I get a Jackie Wells? And they're like, no. What is that? I say a Moscow Mule, please. And then they give
It's a
me a
lot better than
Moscow
asking for a
Mule.
pina colada. Let me tell you. That dude looked me dead in the eye, like I thought I was gonna die. That was it.
Chris asked for a pina colada in the hood, dog.
It was like, and like I'm pretty sure, like, because we were just wandering around downtown, and we ended up in this one bar, um, and the best picture I can paint of this guy is like he looks like a white nationalist. Like there's problems, I'm pretty sure
Damn,
barbed wire
that's
tattooed
harsh.
around his neck and stuff like that.
Mm.
And he was nice to me at first, and then I was like, "Hey, man, I don't know what," because I was already drunk. We had been going around to different places, and I was like, "You know what? I've never had." And I looked at him because I didn't even tell Justin. I was like, "Check this out. Hey, sir, can I get a pina colada?" And he just outright said no. I was like, "I'll take it." And I said it with such gusto that I was just immediately like, "I'll take a shiner."
No, no,
Nope.
you can't.
That was it. He looked me dead in the eye and I was like, okay. Nothing about like we don't have that or like we're out. No. All right.
All right, I
Okay.
understand. I'm not going to argue with you, sir. You win
uh,
this one.
you keep your secrets. But Ernest,
um,
what's your last one here, bud?
my last one is a little bit of a gimme as well
Okay.
because the ending of the game that he was in does very much lend itself
Oh.
to this being a game, a spin-off at least.
Hold on, let me
But
guess. Let me guess before you say it. Let me guess. I'm just gonna guess the game. Because you said he. God of War.
yeah, yeah,
Atreus.
it's God of War. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, he's good. He's good.
Well, because
Um,
Kratos would be the sequel. You know?
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Kratos would be the sequel.
Atreus
Whatever,
could get a spin-off.
whatever
Yeah.
shenanigans Kratos is getting into
Right, right,
nowadays,
right.
it's always something with that guy.
It's true.
And Atreus would be off doing his thing, man.
Hmm.
Like like
He's
they
literally on a
very much
journey right
set it
now.
up.
We don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Right, right. And so like the game is right there,
Right
and I
there.
can only imagine this is going to
Can
be a thing
only
at some point.
imagine. Yeah.
But just it I feel like it would be so important though,
Yeah.
because of the work that you've put into building this character and how
Yeah.
far we've gotten with this character a lot.
Mhm.
Not saying that it's not amazing seeing him come to the spot like emotionally and maturity wise like that he's at now,
Yeah.
because it's been an amazing journey. That's some of the best character development in video
Because he's
games
a brat
probably.
and getting the first game.
He's
He
the
goes
worst.
he goes full
He's
brat. Yeah.
I mean, it's not the best parenting either. And then
You do what you
so
can.
it's kind of funny though.
You do what you can.
Um but they get better together,
Right.
and it's so awesome.
It is
And
beautiful. Absolutely.
seeing like, especially towards the end of Ragnarok, you really start to see a lot of that emotional maturity and
Yeah.
like just like getting closer and closer to having like solidified morals,
Kratos hugs him. Kratos goes up to him and says, "I love you," and hugs him. Like there's growth on all
Oh,
ends there. There's growth on all
you
ends.
know, you know what that did to me. That messes me up, man. That guy.
Yeah.
Ugh, yes.
He
It's
gets emotional with
yeah.
white fathers. I'm
Hurt
just kidding. He's not.
hurt me, white
Yeah.
daddy. What? And then I no, man, but and then because she takes off with uh Angrboda, is that how you say it?
Is that
I
the chick?
forgot because I haven't played it
The
in a long
giant
time.
girl
Yeah,
who's not actually
yes,
big? Yeah.
chick,
Yeah.
the chick, yeah, chicks, dude, chicks. Oh yeah. Um, so
I had forgotten about her, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, they take off together at the end of Ragnarok, and I'm
Right.
not saying that she needs to be the new Atreus and be like there with you or
Oh,
anything,
that's an
but
interesting idea, though. That's a really
having her
interesting idea.
involved, at least in parts, would be pretty cool,
And y'all
you
could
know.
write on that ox or whatever that you wrote in the Ragnarok.
And he can just, he can run into like a minor pantheon or something. No, it doesn't
I
have
mean,
to
he's
be
dealing
that.
with giants. He can just deal with
Yeah,
giants.
it
Granted, they're
it
like the
doesn't have
last
to be
ones,
all.
but yeah. I mean, there's plenty of things that can happen. Literally, he got like shrunk down and dealt with the world serpent and created the world serpent. There's a number of things you can do there, especially if you just tie it into mythology.
Yeah, I mean, it's a give me pretty
Yeah,
much, and like if they weren't thinking this already, shame on them. But
I would not be surprised if that comes
so
to fruition. So
I don't really feel like this is like a hot take or anything,
no,
but we would
it
also
doesn't have
be
to be
remiss to like not talk about this one, like
because
because
mine.
it
Yeah.
I think it's good. I
It
think
is
it's
good.
good.
No, it is good.
Yeah.
I think it's a slam dunk. Like I think it is easily something that they should go into. I will say because my the first this is the literally the first one I listed down when you brought me the idea. I thought this would be where we cover the same thing, but we don't because I'm going to the world of Last of Us. Because I do think for a full
I thought
sequel,
about it.
let's finish Ellie's story, but an Abby spin-off would be really cool.
Just having
Focus on
a
Abby.
little Abby game
Yep.
or something.
Yep.
And because I would want more than like, a few chapters and stuff. And I really don't think they should even interact again. Is that
Yeah, because there's
bad?
story. No, at least like not without a huge time gap. But no, yeah, because they had a whole story. And again, to that end, I'm sure again these writers can give us something if they did have them to come back together. But we don't want we don't want what's happening potentially to Life is Strange to happen in Last of Us, and we got to get our Avengers together. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
we don't need that. We absolutely don't. Abby will return. Um, but that being said, Abby is a character that I think again, it's we get plenty of her. Like she's half of the game. Like we get a lot of her in Last of Us 2. That I do think it's warranted to get more of her growth going forward, along with her little psychic. I can't remember the character right now. But they already have such a moment in Last of Us 2. I would love to see where that goes. Obviously, and I say it so many times, this goes for spinoffs, this goes for sequels, especially in the world of The Last of Us. Something bad's gonna happen if you bring him back. Like I don't
Right.
I'm not
no
saying
matter
like
what.
Abby's gonna immediately die or either one of them are gonna die, but like there's so many things worse than death in this world. So just
It's a
it's
pretty
getting
messed up
rough.
world,
It's a
man.
pretty messed
It's a
up world.
messed up world.
And it just
Yeah.
keeps getting worse as time goes on. So we'll see. But yeah, no, I think an Abby spinoff would be an easy dunk.
Hmm.
I say that obviously she was like the dividing factor. Well, no, what she did is the dividing factor.
She made some dividing decisions,
Yeah,
is
she
what it is.
divided a man from
But
his head. No, it was still on there. She just bashed it in. But
but I mean that happened for other reasons
for
too.
sure.
You know?
And like
Yeah.
that was the thing. And people, whether you resonate with that or not, completely fair. Whatever.
It's like some big time butterfly effect type stuff in that
Right,
story. You
right,
know?
right, right.
Like, yeah.
But I just I want more Abby. And that's bottom line where I went with that. And that's the bottom line. Because Abby said so. Um, and she's such a
And
good
because I
character.
love Game Abby. I love Game Abby so much. I'm
Right.
sure that they're gonna do Caitlin's gonna do a good job.
I was gonna say
Caitlin Dever.
I really like
Yeah.
show Abby at the moment. You
Right.
get so little of her, and she's gonna be the main focus of the next season. So that'll be cool, and we'll see where that goes. But you can't beat Game Abby. It's just
No, bro.
oh, I
She's
can't
the
think of
best.
her right now. What's her name? Laura Bailey. Come on, come on now. Like I know she's like one of the worst voice actresses out there, but she does her
Yeah, I'll
best. I'm just
fucking
kidding.
fight you. I'll
She's
fight you right
she's
now.
legendary.
We could
She's
just
iconic.
we could
She's
just
great.
go. We could
We could
just
just
go
go right
outside
now.
right now,
Go
Chris.
outside right now. I know I'm not right there right now, but we'll go right now.
But
Um,
I'll walk very fast. I have a car.
but I
But
will say the Atreus one is one of my honorary mentions because I think that is out of anything we're talking about here, that's like, come on. Like if you're not doing that, like it would also be really cool if you got like a full-fledged game that was like whatever.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
it's just Atreus deserves more of the spotlight, and not to say I think we're whether it'll ever happen or not, I have no idea. I kind of doubt we'll ever not have Kratos in the spotlight, but at the same time, it would be really good storytelling to eventually wean him out of there, and you can do that without killing the guy. I'm just
Oh, he
saying
can die. He can die.
he can die,
He
but you
should.
don't have to.
He should
And
die.
I don't know, man. If it
For the
happens, I'm of
sake of the
course,
story.
but you don't have to. There's other ways to do it. I'm just
I
saying.
want Atreus to sacrifice him and then his ashes to cover Atreus's skin.
That would be so terrible. That would be so dog shit.
Yeah,
But
let's do it.
I only have two
That'd
other
be
like
so
honorary
dumb.
mentions. Because that's just the same story.
No, you're no, yeah, it's the same thing.
So my other one here, this it has two potential main characters, but Devil May Cry, where it focuses either on Lady or
Lady.
I was gonna say Nero, but Nero actually has his own game. That's Devil May Cry 4. So Lady, let's do a Lady game. Let's do a
I
Lady
thought
game.
you were gonna say Virgil is his name, right?
No. Oh yes, it is
No?
his name. No, it is his name. It is you're right. But like
Oh,
it would be cool. But like it's gonna be so much different. Granted that every one of these characters you can play as in Devil May Cry 5. Not even just 5.
uh,
Um Devil May Cry 4. Like they have gameplay style stuff like that. You can see it, you can play it. But it's for the most part, it's like a skin. Like it doesn't impact the story or whatnot. Um Virgil and Dante are just the norms we've had for so long that I would love a little bit more of a departure. Not too much. I know the reboot. I remember I was there. Just like nice little spinoff. Lady's a great character. And she's awesome.
I love that lady.
Lady's awesome.
So,
Lady's great.
yeah.
And then the last one I have here, because it's absolutely a cheat, because the game already exists, but it deserves to be remade. So Final Fantasy VII is a huge franchise. It's a huge game, and there's a
Remake Crisis
spin-off.
Core.
No, they already did. There's still one more spin-off that they have not.
Again.
They've acknowledged it because there are bits
Yeah.
of the story from that in remake. But Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus. Where we at, homies? Huh? Where we at on that? Come on now. Come on now. You gotta show me what's going
It's
on there.
I thought of this as a prime example
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I was thinking of spin-offs earlier,
Damn
and I
right.
knew I had a feeling you were gonna say something, and
Damn
over
right.
the course of this, I forgot about that.
Damn right.
And I'm happy that I did. I'm happy that I did. I got to experience this with everybody else.
And
Yeah.
like it needs to like the most overhaul of gameplay because it's I have touched it this year. Um, the gameplay is terrible. Like
It's
it's
Chris's favorite Final Fantasy, or it was
yeah,
his first Final
that is
Fantasy.
my first Final Fantasy, and
Right.
Vincent's probably my favorite Final Fantasy character.
Do you think that bias is created because of that?
Yeah,
Just 100%.
yeah, especially since I
Yeah.
touched it and it's dog shit. Yeah, no, it's yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But also like the Vincent Love is added from the movie. He has a
Mhm.
brief stint there, but like he's voiced by Steve Bloom in the movie. I'm like, oh shit, love that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then also Matt Mercer in the
Yeah.
in Rebirth
They
is
like
great.
only get the best for this
They
dude,
do.
you know?
Granted, I said those. I have no idea who voices him in the original game. Oh, nobody. He doesn't have a voice in the original game. He's text.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know who's typing that. So I guess that would make Steve Bloom
You're
the original
voicing him.
voice, because that's the first time you see any of those characters voiced, right? The movie?
Yeah.
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 Oh, well, I guess did the movie come out before Crisis Core?
I thought you were gonna say Kingdom Hearts, bro.
No, 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 no.
Did the movie come out before Crisis Core? Yes.
Okay, okay,
You see how sure I
that's
am of
okay.
that.
Guys, let us know. Like I said, we love feedback, and also just
Yeah.
letting us know we're wrong. Sure, that counts.
No, you're wrong, idiot.
Ding dong, idiot.
Thanks, man.
Love that.
We
Um,
appreciate the feedback.
That was good. That was a really good thing to bring to the table this week,
I like it.
Ernest. It was awesome. And there's
I
so
like
many
you.
different spin-offs. Well, thanks, bud. You're okay. Oh, we're doing. Oh, I thought we were doing fist bump. It's already awkward. Turkey.
Boop, I'm booping your
Um,
nose.
but now
If you do
on.
it, wait, that's the turkey.
That is the turkey.
There's a snail. Wait, I forget how to do it.
We're gonna move
Anyway,
on. We're gonna move on, and Ernest is gonna step away. I'm just kidding. He's got to think about something. So, my topic this week, what I'm bringing to the table, is just straight up anxiety, straight up stress. Uh, there are too many games. There are too many games out right now that are coming out, further coming out, and like I had a schedule, I had a plan, and two things. Literally, the very first thing. Hi, Nami. The very first thing has already been knocked out because my plan for the start of this month was to get Hell is Us day one. And what announced that they're coming out day before Hell is Us? It is Silk Song. Nami, that's enough. She's drinking water in it. I was like, come on now, girl, you gotta hold on. But Silk Song came out the day before, and I'm not gonna sleep on that. I did beat Hollow Knight, albeit very late. I beat it in 2020. Um, and yeah, I'm loving it, and we'll get into that later. But not only that, because that was announced, and then it's like we're coming out in 2 weeks, and then literally last week we had the Nintendo Direct, and what did they do? They give us the Hades release date, something I've been wanting, something I've been asking for, but I didn't expect them to be like, it's also the day of that its announcement, it's coming out in 2 weeks. I'm like, oh my God, stop, stop it. And that is what spawned just like, what are we doing? So I'm gonna go over the list of games that I want to
what
play
are we
that
doing?
is going out for the rest of this year. There are other releases, and I will say there's even ones that I'm curious about. But if it's strictly on PC only, I'm not able to play it. So
Mm.
there are some things I've left off of here. Biggest of which would be Moonlighter 2, because it's early access on PC, and it will be coming later. Um, but let's get into it. So literally, I'll just going off of this month, I've already missed Hell is Us, bastards. September 25th. What's up?
Were you not gonna play Kronos?
That's all. So you're right. It is right here. Is with that. Actually, two more things. Thank you. I need to scroll up a bit further. Hell is Us and
Son.
Chronos is a New Dawn both came out the same day, which is the day after Silksong. Yeah. But to be fair, and no offense to Bloober Team, I was more interested. I am more interested in Hell is Us. Um, so Chronos was already something I agreed, like in my mind that like it's something I'm gonna like. I have it wishlisted. I'll get it on sale at another point in time. But it is something I do want to play. But the other thing
Mm.
here that came out on the 15th, is Lego Voyagers. And this is a multiplayer game that I've talked to somebody here in this room about if they'd play with me. And it is apparently only like a 4-hour campaign. Ernest, would you play Lego Voyagers with me?
Yeah,
Damn
yeah. I
right you
play
would.
Lego
Damn right.
Voyagers with you.
Dude, it looks like
It's
it's
and
almost.
it's at and it's out already.
It is out already. I'll have the same day
And
to buy it.
I have to buy it.
No. So I don't know
I'm
if it
so
has friend
down.
pass. I think it does, but also it does have co-op. So like we if we had to do it in person, that's
I
fine.
just go over there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll
Yeah.
we'll figure that out later. That's obviously not like
Let's play this game,
it
man.
doesn't have
Let's do it.
precedence. But yeah, no, I think it looks really fun and it seems really charming. And it's also reviewing very well. But yeah, it's quite short. Which is also like a benefit, honestly, of like, hey man, this is probably like an afternoon. But moving on from there, September 25th, which the plan
We'll
right
still find
now,
something to fight about for
for sure,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Fit your Lego in the right spot. But September 25th, which is literally next week, is Silent Hill F, which I'm very much looking forward to. But on the
He'll be
same
down for
day
that.
as Silent Hill F, Hades 2 is coming out. And that's wherein lies. I was just like,
So what are you gonna do?
so the plan right now is if I
If me
am
and
the,
Justin are hanging off a cliff
uh,
and I'm
so he's planning
no,
to play
you
Silent
done?
Hill F as well.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
But he doesn't have the Blue Beetle cup, so I let you die. And I take the cup.
I died because of the Blue Beetle cup,
Yeah,
and
I
you take my
so
cup.
so
That
I'm
makes
reaching
sense.
out for you. You have the cup in your
That
hand.
makes
I grab the cup and oh no.
But
I
did
drink
he have motive? Will you see this cup? Oh,
I sip
I
out of it every
understand.
time it's your birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that is the plan. But what keeps happening right now, because I'm at the end of Silksong. Um, but I keep finding new things, and it's really hard to not like stay exploring the new things. So I am kind of having to accept I may miss out on Silent Hill F due to Silk Song. If it could go one way or the other. It could easily go one way or the other. So we'll see. Silk Song is also very hard. It's very difficult.
Right.
So
Right. I heard.
we'll see where that ends up. But immediately when it was announced, I was like, everything's getting pushed for Hades 2. I'm immediately hopping on Hades 2. But that pushes me out of Ghost of Yotei, Silent Hill F. Um, and at the moment, potentially had me hopping off Silk Song before I finished it. Because I loved Hades 1, and I'm really excited for Hades 2. But
I
I've,
am,
no,
but I have to.
no, you can't. It's mine only. I'm just kidding. No, I know. But literally, it just made more sense to wait. After like it literally took me like 3 or 4 days of sitting on it before I like realized just wait.
Because then
Um,
if you don't play, so if you don't play Hades 2,
mhm.
then you will get to play Silent
Silent
Hill
Silent
F
Hill F
and
and Ghost of Yotei. So here's the
right.
thing, and I also there's like a thing for an asterisk for Silent Hill F because Silent Hill F it's not even a full week before Ghost of Yotei comes out. Um, it is specifically I can find out right here.
Oh,
Oh, it is a week. It's 1 week. Oh no, it's 6 days. It's
right,
it's
because Ghost comes out on a
on a
Wednesday.
Wednesday, right?
Right.
And the thing is, Silent Hill games are not guaranteed to be short. Granted, when the reviews come out, we can I can figure that out. But
Right.
like, it's not something I want to rush, regardless. Um, so that's another reason why I'm like, maybe I do take more time with Silk Song because I'm not missing out on Ghost. That is the bottom line. Because Ghost is something I want to be on day one. I want all the time I can have with it, and I just it's obviously we have a whole kind of movie TV series leading us into it. Like I want to ride that off into the sunset and just live in that world, man. I talk a lot of crap about Ghost of Tsushima, but Yote, I'm very
A lot.
excited for because my biggest gripe about Ghost of Tsushima is not present in Yote, so it's gonna be great, and
Is
that is
not what?
it's not there. It's Jin Sakai.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
the
Yeah.
stick in the mud. Um,
He is. I'm going through again, and like, there's definitely he doesn't always show the most emotion.
and
Yeah.
like it's a samurai thing, 100%.
Mhm.
Like it's 100
Yeah.
like oh so like it's the way samurai is supposed to be,
His
stuff like that.
personality is honor,
Right,
and
and
that,
that is so
yeah,
boring. Because Sam is also like a really quiet protagonist in Death Stranding, but like it's just because he's a quiet guy. Like, and I'm not saying he's the most compelling character either. Like, he's not who I come away from love adoring from those games. It's definitely the supporting cast.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, no, it is what it is. But again, Ghost of Tsushima is great, and Ghost of Yotei, very much looking forward to it. Now, this next one. I again, because of Ghost of Yotei, I know I'm not getting it day one, but it's one I do plan to go back for, and that is Digimon Story Time Stranger. Comes out October
Yeah.
3rd. Comes out 2 days after Ghost of Yotei, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because this game should do really well. Hopefully, it does still do really well. I
Yeah.
see a lot of people on the internet talking about like Ghost is woke and all that stuff. Ghost of
Yeah, but
woke.
you'll see. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's
No,
gonna
yeah, it's gonna be quite all
those
right. But
jerks are
maybe
just
a
like the
bunch of them are
lads.
Digimon fans, and they can go play that game because it deserves to do numbers.
It does.
It's a
And like
good.
and
It
the thing
looks
is it's a
legit.
completely different type of game, so it may
Mm,
not be too hindered by
yeah.
like the release of Ghost before it. But then there's people like us who touch kind of like everything where
Mm.
that kind of
You got to make
situation
some
you got to make your
decisions.
decision and yeah.
Yeah, man.
Um it's
And
just
it's Ghost for me too, but I would very
right.
much like to play that Digimon game
I will say there's a
because it
demo
looks
if you're curious about that and the save data
good.
does carry over. Um it lets you play 4 hours of the game. So
That's what makes it okay for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I love when demos do that.
I
It's
do
so
same,
good.
especially anything like JRPG related, because like
Hmm.
you just don't want to do those beginning hours again.
That
So,
like really made me like if Unicorn Overlord wasn't saved, I'm not sure I would have
right,
done it
because there was a
again.
5 hour demo. That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
and then
stuff in
I
the game.
and then I went into it and I fucking 100%ed that game
You
pretty
did.
much.
You did. You got that
Like
fight, yeah.
I'm so happy, and that was because of that demo
There
very
you go.
much.
There you
I did
go.
get to play it. Yeah,
And along with that, I mean,
love that
we
game.
had the demo for Metaphor.
Oh man, yeah, and
Oh, but
that
that didn't really
carried
matter
over.
because we ended up, yeah, well, because we played it on Game Pass. No, we didn't. We bought that. We bought that. Never
Final
mind.
Fantasy 16 did that
Right. True, true, true.
really good. Yeah,
Well, hold on.
good
The
shit.
demo might have been
Let's do
really
it,
good.
man.
I'm just kidding. Just playing. But moving on, October 10th is Little Nightmares 3, which I'll be playing with Justin. So
Ooh,
we'll be going through that. That'll be our thing. I just played through a game with you.
we're about to play Lego.
And before that, like literally y'all played Split Fiction, which is probably going to be the biggest multiplayer game of the year.
Yeah, I know. I just when your friends are glazing each other.
He's just the best person I've ever met.
Just
Uh,
same.
get out. No, I'm just kidding. Um, he's really pushing for Sonic. Like I don't even have that release date listed here, but he's really
And
pushing for
because it did better on IGN,
yeah.
is he using
Well,
that as
because
the argument?
no, because he just thinks it's going to be better. Because he himself was not as big a fan of Mario Kart World
Hmm.
as this, and he's like, "But Chris, you can race as Joker." I'm like, "You have to buy that separately. It's a DLC." So I keep
I don't want to pay to race as Joker. That
right.
feels silly. Yeah.
Um, but I keep telling him, I'm like, "Man, this game does look great. I can't wait to see what it looks like when we split screen it." Because he can just buy it and we can race here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way that you get me on it.
There you go.
Cause I just don't foresee myself getting a Sonic racing
That's
game.
fair. That's
But
completely fair. The only one we have is because PlayStation gave it to us. So yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but moving on, the other side of Digimon, Pokemon Legends Z to A comes out October 16th. And that is when I definitely want to hop on day one. Because it's been a bit. It's been a bit since I've had a Pokemon game, and I've been really feeling it. I was really hoping earlier this year, for the anniversary when we got a Pokemon Presents, we were going to get some type of those classic games being added to the NSO. But it makes sense because next year's like I don't remember what anniversary. It's like it's one of the fives. Like it might be like the 40th or 35. I think, every five is like a bigger anniversary than
Right, right, right,
just
right.
like something like
Yeah.
that. So it would make sense that they would hold off one more year or whatever. But I'm very much looking forward to Legends Z to A because also like the last two had their issues, but I loved Pokemon Legends Arceus. and I liked Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's just that game broke a lot and wasn't
Yeah.
like the most stable. But this is also apparently those games are already doing better on the Switch 2, which is what I will be playing Legends on, Z to A. So very, very much looking forward to that. And I'm just a huge Pokemon guy. Now, October 17th, Double Fine Games, who are probably most known right now for making the Psychonauts games, they have their next project coming out, which is called Keeper. You play as a lighthouse that's running around and illuminating like dark areas, and you have like a little bird sitting on you, and like there's supposed to be more to that story than what that is at the surface. But I am a big fan of Double Fine. What I have played of Psychonauts 2, I adored. Um, and yeah, I'm just very much looking forward to this, and it will be on Game Pass, and that's a
And
huge selling point
we just got Psychonauts 2
on
on.
PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's been looking at me.
it's a
It's
banger
weird.
game. It's a platformer. Just bear in
It's like
mind that, but yeah, it's
play
really
me.
good. Um,
There's Battlefield somewhere in here as well. And I know we weren't planning on getting it, but like off the bat, but it's a big one, man. And like
yeah,
I kind of want to play it,
then you go
but
get that.
it's in the middle of so much. It's
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
middle of
It,
so
it comes out in
much.
October. It also comes out in
Yeah.
October. I don't remember what day, because I do not have that listed here. Because yeah, by the time the demo was over, I felt like I'd had my time. Not demo, beta. Though
The 10th, I
they
think it's
have
the 10th.
they have fully announced the battle royale mode, and I would be
Right.
curious on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But next, October 22nd, Ernest just reported on this. We're getting the first episode of Dispatch, and it will be releasing in weekly increments. And this just seems awesome. I think it looks really cool. I like the weekly release schedule. Anyone who has an issue with it's an idiot. Um,
I don't like it.
I know you don't.
I want to play the whole game. The
Why?
one place where it might be okay, I just don't like I don't
It's the same thing as
like
TV.
waiting. Yeah. That's I don't know. It feel that's the same TV. Blah, 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 yeah.
So
I
I
like
agree.
it.
Like, not every game should do this. So my thing, because obviously when it came to what did we play earlier this year?
Lost Records,
Yeah.
Blooming
There was a
Ray.
delay. There was a delay there. So my thing is, if you're gonna do the episodic route, you have to stick to your schedule. I understand game development's not easy, all that good stuff. We're not gonna know everything that happened behind closed doors. Heart goes out to them. This I will only support like the weekly release schedule if they manage to stick to it. Because I think that's awesome. Because obviously they built a narrative around this structure, and if that is what it's built around, I think that's gonna be cool. You get 2 episodes every week. It's a 4 week schedule. It's not like you're waiting months, um, and it's I think there is a benefit to it. Um, because I watch a lot of like popular shows. I know, not to say like I'm what makes them popular, but like the best thing about like the like when we're watching House of the Dragon, like
Mm,
um, it's an event. Like
right.
every week there's an event. I love participating in conversations online and like the like that how that goes. And I imagine that's what you're going for with these weekly releases. Like, oh, this person ended up being a bad guy. What are their motives? This person is seemingly really nice, but I think he's being too nice, and here's why. And those conversations I think are really, really fun and can be really, really cool and keep you because Netflix really screwed over my JoJo's. When they released that last season, where they released like just batches of episodes and just random increment, but like it was never weekly. And they've learned since then. Dan to Dan is a weekly show, and I love that. That's the way I think a lot of things should just be. I have no, obviously, if you drop the whole thing, awesome, man. That works for some things, but I don't think television should ever just be 100% across the board. You get all of it at once. Um, Reverse that. I think there is a place for episodic games as well. Because I mean, hell, that's how I got into Last of Us. Life is Strange. That's what they did for so long. And if anything, since they've dropped it, there's been more criticism about their games than ever. Granted, it's not about the whole game being there. It's how they go narratively, regardless. Um, I think this could be really cool. It's the only game doing this right now, and I think that is also what's putting it in a good spot to do really well. And there's so many people attached to this game. It's pretty
Mhm.
crazy. Where you go like as big as like not Jesse Plemons. He just plays Jesse in Breaking Bad. Aaron Paul. Or you have somebody like Alana Pierce is in here as well and stuff like that. There's just a huge voice roster, and you're the whole gameplay loop is like you're like tasking groups of superheroes to go
You're
out. You're
se-
dispatching them.
you're sending them to the jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's interesting. I think that's really interesting. And I
And I
really like the
believe
fact.
like sending them to the right jobs is gonna like help build your relationship with
Right.
those heroes.
Right.
And yeah, that's
And
gonna
I'm
lead
really
places.
curious to see how that's going to carry over, like progress wise, each week. Because you
Yeah.
could have like a shorter, it's not shorter, a smaller scoped version of like the Mass effect of just like, oh, dude, I got this guy killed. I got this guy's
Yeah.
dead. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
another benefit of the weekly release schedule of just, dude, what do you mean that guy's in your last episode? I lost him forever ago. How'd you keep him? How'd you lose him? Stuff like that.
I just get my momentum killed by it a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh and some like I can pick up later and eventually find that momentum again, but there is still that like stoppage of it for me.
I
And I get
so
wanting
I
to
do
like stop
understand.
and ponder and stuff, but
Yeah.
just like oh man, and sometimes like I'll be getting so into it, and like I don't mind it with shows. I think I'm kind of like conditioned for that with shows and just not conditioned for episodic games
Mm-hmm.
because I get to that point and I want to keep going. Like I'll never forget the way that the first Kingdom Come Deliverance ended. Like it felt like it felt
Oh
like
yeah.
it was coming. It should be coming back next week.
Yeah.
Like, and that was a whole game. Like
Yep.
just feeling that 5 times or whatever.
Five times, five
It's
times, five
I
times.
don't like it. I don't like it.
I get you.
But I do get that there are benefits to it. And like look
There.
at where it's at on this
Yeah.
like list of games and stuff. Like it's just surrounded by everything. This would be a very easy game to like, okay, this day I'm gonna do my 2
Right.
episodes in this game.
Which could also
And then
be a
I
huge
could get
benefit.
back to all this other stuff. Yeah.
But again, if they stick to the weekly release schedule, like if
Right.
any of that gets delayed, homie. Well, first of all, if you're going to delay it, like I said with the other one, delay the whole thing. Like you obviously have
Yes.
the structure you have here. Like keep them together. Like
Yeah.
let's do
Because
that.
that hurt. That hurt with Lost
It
Records.
absolutely
For sure.
did. It
Yeah.
absolutely did. But after that, one that so obviously Ghost of Yotei at the beginning of this month of October is when we're both going to be on. But then the next one I think in this month in October that we'll both be on is Outer Worlds 2. It comes out October 29th. Will be available on Game Pass. Um, yeah, very much looking forward to this and like that's my string of like my consciousness of gaming right now because I was just like the idea is Silk Song, then Silent Hill F, then Ghost of Yotei, then Pokemon, then Outer Worlds 2, and then Silk Song came out. I was like, okay, well it wasn't out at the original time, and that messed some things up. And then Hades 2 is releasing. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Is everything I just listed I have every bit of faith in the world that I'm gonna like Hades 2 more than everything I just listed. Um, and that's that's a lot, but at the same time, like I slept on Hades 1. I didn't get it until it came to PlayStation. I heard the acclaim and whatnot, and I think I just wanted something to play. And like my friend Chris, my group refers to him as Better Chris. He let me know. He's like, dude, Hades is really good. Check it out. And it was I want to say it was like 39.99. It wasn't a full price game. And so I checked it out. I bought it. I hopped in there immediately. And like I've played some roguelikes, and there is just not a roguelike that rewards you for the loop that you're stuck in because you're gonna die a lot. You're gonna start over a lot. That does it like Hades. Like the story is based around it. You're gonna get new story things as you're restarting, and it just kept me in there, man. And I like so much so that like I want this obviously to be able to play it the year it comes out, but also like I fully intend to like get it again on PlayStation and probably go for the plat. Which is kind of like a load off. of like doing the main game, like doing it right now. Like I'm probably not gonna have to go for everything. Like I don't have to do whatever this game's version of the Skelly challenges are, stuff like that. Um, but of course, I still want to go for that ending. I want to
Oh,
see like
fuck.
what the actual end of that game is, and just every step of Hades is it's so good. Hades
I
is
just remembered how much all of that was with the challenges and
yeah,
stuff, and just like holding my breath,
yeah,
like going through an entire dungeon and
yeah,
stuff, and being like, "Oh shit, I need to breathe, son." Like,
yeah,
yeah, that stuff got intense, man.
for sure, for sure.
Especially like that after game stuff
Yeah, the
for sure.
in-game stuff and whatnot, especially when you're
Oof.
like getting less and less of the story beats, like the less of the like the random interactions with different gods, where like you've kind of seen everything. Granted,
You're
it's
just
so far
going
into the
in there,
game that you get
smashing
this
it out.
happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it's
Oh
the point
man,
where it starts that you're ending it. So yeah.
oh, Hades is so good.
Hades is so good. And I'm really curious because I haven't looked up anything. I'm sure there's an answer out there. I'm like, what's going on with Zagreus? What's the word? What's the word on what's happening here? What's going
He's
on?
just still going through the fucking loop, man.
Dude, and like the whole like because it's the main girl
That's his
now.
boulder.
Huh?
That's his boulder that he has to push up.
Oh no. But I and like I get chills with the whole part of like death to Kronos. I'm like, yeah, death to Kronos. Let's go. Let's go. Like I gotta stop talking about it right now, or it's immediately being bought. So, I'm very excited for Hades 2. And I'm very excited because I think even with those, granted, maybe it'll change when I actually play Hades 2. I think the public perception, I think Expedition 33 is still going to hold the lead of what's most likely winning game of the year. Very deservedly so. Not saying it like negatively or anything. I still think Hades 2 is going to be nominated. But the real thing this year, the real thing, the Godzilla versus Kong is when we go India of the year. And you have Hades 2 looking Silk Song dead in the face. And
Yeah,
that's exciting. That's exciting.
yeah.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted like years ago when we had a new Mortal Kombat and a new Street Fighter, but they delayed Tekken. It's like-
And because don't forget about isn't Blueprints
it's dead.
indie as well,
It is. It is indie, and it'll
right?
probably be
And
nominated. I think
that's
that's
like
not good.
very highly regarded
It
as
is.
well, though.
It is.
Like,
But I don't think it stands a chance against either one of these two.
you think so? Yeah, maybe you should play the fucking game first. No, no, just kidding.
Out of the two
But
games
you
we
own
talked
it.
about, I have more time with one of them than you. Yeah.
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 Oh yeah,
But
I haven't played Blueprints. I'm
oh,
just
that
talking
too.
shit.
But I'm talking about Silk Song. Um,
Oh
but
yeah,
I'm just saying because I just don't see how. So I will say I don't know who takes it, Silk Song or Hades too, but I do think it's between those two. And maybe I'll have a better idea of when I hear people's thoughts on when Hades 2 comes out. I know I'll probably prefer Hades 2 to Silk Song. Um, but that means nothing. That means something to me.
yeah.
But I
Like
love
I'm
Silk
not.
Song.
I have access to Silk Song,
You do.
and like I
You also have
haven't.
access to Hollow Knight.
I'm
So
not gonna put myself through it right
that's
now.
fair. That's completely fair. I will
Yeah,
say, definitely play Hollow Knight first. Not because it's
yeah,
easy, but it's awesome. Hollow Knight's awesome.
and
And
I own it. I
yeah,
own it,
I was
so I
gonna
could
say
just get it back
it's
whenever.
also on Game
So
Pass, but yeah.
yeah,
But then just last two things here. November 20th, Kirby Air Riders and Hades 2 physical edition comes out. And that's when I saw that date. I was like, maybe I make that the new goal. Maybe I make that the new goal. But here's the thing. If I'm done with Outer Worlds 2, like even just a week before the physical release comes out, I'm just buying Hades 2 digitally. I'm not gonna wait for that. Um, and then the last thing here, December 4th, we have Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, the thing I was so sure was about to get pushed out of this year, is going to actually be out. I'm going to get it. Justin's even getting it. But also, a game that was announced this year, Octopath Traveler 0, is going to be releasing same day. Um, and this one looks pretty different from the others. And I like the others. I just haven't had the chance to like hop in on them day one. Obviously, right here, I'm going to pick Metroid before Octopath, but I'm curious. I'm curious about that. But that is the year. That is the year in gaming we have. There's
Arc
so many.
Raiders.
Oh, I want to try Arc Raiders too. But so you separate multiplayer stuff because that's going
Yeah,
to be what we do together.
yeah.
Um, But the other thing is, I haven't heard Justin say a word about Arc Raiders, so I don't know. I would love for them to do a
Yeah,
console beta because they've done betas multiple on PC. Which I
right.
mean, that's at the point where you're trying to make it work. But
But
um,
I'd love a beta there or a
yeah, because
demo
I've heard
or
nothing but good
a
things,
free
and like even
weekend or
what they've
something.
shown, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I
Speaking of
guess that's a
betas, we're gonna
beta.
have we have a beta coming up, Erna.
Which one?
COD,
Oh,
Black Ops 7. Um, which will also, so to be fair, it's not on here, but that's also coming out this year, and it'll be on Game
oh
Pass. And I
yeah,
guarantee you, I'm gonna want to hop on that campaign because again, last year's
yeah.
campaign was so good. I don't
And
want to
because
miss
it's
it.
co-op.
It is co-op. Oh, we could. I don't. I so I'm no. We're not doing that together. If we're not going to do that with Justin, that just feels dirty, bro. Like it's, don't De Niro me. Don't give me the De Niro face.
It might be crossplay too. I don't know.
True, but like on top of that, like, hey, dude, you want to buy the $70 game? Well, we don't.
If he says no, you know.
But like, I'm not pushing
You
for
think
it.
he would? Do you think he would want us to get it on PlayStation to like
Probably.
keep it even?
Probably. I could see that. The other thing, so like, here's what I imagine would happen. Because I don't think either one of us, you or me, want to play it that badly. Like, I do want to
Nah,
hop on the campaign.
yeah,
But the fact that I know it's going to be on Game Pass and I can just download just the campaign, like, that's like a weekend, because it's going to be short. It's going to be short.
yeah. That's gonna
Um,
be rush.
for sure. But I have high hopes from after
So what
how
you're saying
cold
is
last year
we could
was.
very easily just sneak it. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Just kidding. I'm not even trying to make this happen for real. I just like see an
This is
opportunity
gonna
to
be a
screw
random
over
episode his friends listen to again.
Yeah, yeah. They're
Hey,
trying
you're
to like
playing against you.
sneakily play a game without him. Yeah,
Nah, no, we wouldn't do
yeah.
that. Especially since like we're kind of still trying to do Borderlands right now. It's just in a very rough state.
Yeah, fucking Borderlands.
Fucking Borderlands. But
Fucking
what when we're in
oh,
there, when
pissing
we're
me
able to
off,
stay in
man.
there, it is a lot of fun. I will say. It is a lot of fun
Yeah,
when we're in there.
it's
My
a lot of
biggest
fun for
issue
those 15 minutes at a
is
time.
kicking us out. Yeah, it regularly kicks us out. It'll be
We
Ernest, it'll
just
be me, it'll be Justin. And
it
if it
kicks
kicks
us out
Justin
of the
out, it kicks
party.
both of us out because he's the host. So
It's at least every 30 minutes one of
something like
us
that.
gets kicked. One of
Something
us
like that.
gets
Even if
kicked
it's
from
not
the
30 minutes,
server.
it could be every hour. I don't know. And it's multiple times. It's multiple times when we're sitting
And
in
I
there.
feel like it's not our settings. Like it's
No,
not like that's the big thing that I see online right
right.
now about
Because that might
Borderlands. Like,
so
oh, new
that
setting.
that might be something attributed to like graphical stuff, like something that glitches out or whatever. But that's not
It's like a
network.
PC thing anyway.
But that's not network.
Yeah.
That's not network. So yeah,
Yeah,
that
this
that's
network
not.
is terrible. And it
It's
was
rough.
terrible before he came out and said, "Oh yeah, test it. Everybody
Yeah,
play
nothing's
this."
gonna break my game. Yeah, yeah.
Before that, it was kicking us out every 20
But
minutes.
again, I will
Terrible.
state it's a lot of fun when we're able to stay in there. So whenever they get that fixed, very excited. Because right now there's an anxiety of like, is it gonna kick me right when the mission's about to dish out the rewards? And it's just so scary.
There's also a lot of like stuttering stuff like that.
Yeah, but I can live with that. I mean, we played through
But
Grounded.
other than that, it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the weapons and skill trees and whatnot are really cool. But aside from that, we have a lot of games coming out this year. We
Oh
already
yeah.
have some really cool stuff coming next year. We're not getting into that right now. But I'm putting Hades on hold. It's most likely something I'm picking up in November.
Crazy.
Um, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited because
It's
literally,
just crazy that you hate Hades like that and that
bitch,
you like
don't even
Ghost
have the
more.
console for it. Get out of here.
It's crazy that you like Ghost more than Hades. That's wild.
If anyone likes Ghost more, you message me. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Again, I'm very excited for Ghost of Yotei. New protagonist, the whole revenge thing. Well, we kind of get that towards the end. Well, see, it's different. She's not here to do honor. She's not here to do any of that crap. So I'm very much looking forward to see where that's going to go. It's supposed to be bigger, whatnot, and literally, dude, first person PlayStation stuff, like it rarely misses. So it'll be its own thing there. And then of course, along with that, Pokemon's not first person Nintendo, but it might as well be. So that'll be very fun.
It's been
Um,
their home for a very long time.
right,
Yeah.
like they can't put Pokemon anywhere else. And then like literally just outside of that, Hades. Hades as the indie just looming in the background. There's so much to play this year, dude. It's insane. And I'm very much looking forward to Outer Worlds 2 as well.
Yeah.
Because it's insane. Like that's gonna be a
Yeah.
whole ass RPG right there. Ben Schwartz better be in it. You hear me, Obsidian?
It's so that world is so fun. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed my time in there.
Yeah.
So
So because you've played right now, you've played Obsidian, that's the studio. You played Avowed this year. You played
Avowed.
Avowed,
Right.
Outer Worlds 1,
Mhm.
Grounded. Am I missing one?
Mhm. I think that's it.
Okay. Is Outer Worlds 1 your top out of those three?
Let me see. Let's say them again. Outer
Outer
Worlds,
Worlds
Avowed.
1, Avowed, and Grounded.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Um, and then me, a person with higher standards. I think I think Outer Worlds 2. I'm just kidding. I'm just just play. Just
Avowed
play.
was but both of those other games were good,
They
man.
were.
Like
And no
I
actual hate to
enjoyed
Avowed.
Avowed.
I know.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Specifically that
Avowed. I
gameplay. The
enjoyed
gameplay was a lot of fun.
those spells,
Dude,
bro.
yeah,
They
yeah. It
whipping
felt
them,
it
bro.
felt better than like to be and like Harry Potter. Oh, Hogwarts Legacy did good with it, but like, dude, that's how you do it. Like it's like a whip.
Yeah.
It's whipping that magic. It's a whip a wheel.
Yeah, it's like but speaking of Harry Potter, it's like uh the fight where Sirius Black dies.
Oh yeah, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
they just get real aggressive in that, but oh, what the
Yeah, yeah,
so, like, what the
is he
like
fighting
that,
wizards? Is he dancing in a
like
club? We don't know.
like smacking somebody with a chancla.
Is he about to
But
roll some dice?
but it's that spell, baby.
That's so good.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man.
But yeah, man, I had the best time probably in that
Oh,
Outer Worlds
that's
world.
fair. Because out of those, I guess it'd be the most fleshed out. Well, no, I mean Avowed's pretty fleshed out. Like, 'cause it has more.
About yeah, no, I'll say about her about they're like equally
Right.
levels of
Oh,
like
because Outer Worlds is
flesh.
also not like super huge, right?
It's not,
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
and
heard that.
that's what a lot of people were pissed about. Like I didn't feel that at all, especially because I didn't pay for it, like Game Pass or whatever.
Fair, and always
So
take that with the
so
grain of
I
salt.
felt zero of that. Yeah,
Right.
I just felt like, dude, this is great. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And because like I did not all of the side stuff, I did a lot of side stuff.
Hmm.
And I felt like there was a lot more I still could have done, and I spent a good like 20 hours in there, something
Hey,
like that.
and that's good. That's good stuff right there. I will
Yeah, man.
say, I forgot one game on one date, and that is September 30th, the very end of this month. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice
That's right.
Chronicles remake. I would very much like to get my hands on that.
It's a game that I'd very much like to play. I don't think I'm gonna play it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Some
too
of us are
much.
bigger Final Fantasy fans than others, man. But it's all right.
Mhm. Yep.
You have your 16. It's okay.
Have have a tattoo, a
Of what?
tattoo,
Of what?
a cross slash,
No one knows what that is. That's your elbow.
a cross
That's not a cross
slash.
slash. Just kidding.
That's my only tattoo.
There you go, man.
Just a
But
baby.
that is just to say we have a lot coming out. And it's kind of hectic, it's kind of stressful. And that is all like such a small thing because the world's on fire, especially the United States. It's
Yeah,
terrible. And
but
I
that's
understand that
part
that
of
is where
like
the
why we're
actual
here,
right. So like that's
right?
I'm trying to
That's
find my
why
stuff to get
this is
sidetracked
important.
by. Right.
Yeah,
We're a
yeah.
distraction. Playing our distractions. Dude, I'm telling you, because I finished the first three episodes of Gen V season two. It is wild.
Mm,
Like a show I love. Because a lot of these are escapes, right? But the superhero show that's very adult and comedic is just too close to home. Like it's insane. It's insane. Like it's like there's some things that I'm just like, holy crap. I'm not supposed to be
yeah.
thinking about this watching you. I don't think it's just a lot.
Like the jokes that people make about the Onion having a hard time with coming up with fake stuff because of
Right.
like the quality of news story that we
Yep.
have nowadays. It's like what? Like all the
What?
time, and that used to be reserved for the Onion, you know?
Right. All right. Or
So
like
like,
Simpsons
yeah,
predicted it and stuff, and just
they're
yeah,
still doing great. By the way, they're still very funny. I
they
love
are.
the Onion. They're still good.
Yeah. As long as we still get to have them, we'll see how long that lasts. But it's a tough world. get your distractions where you can, play your games where you can. We'd love to hear what out of this list, or if I missed, I know I missed some on here. I just listed the things I was interested in. And even then I skipped some by accident and had to double back. But if there's anything you're very much looking forward to, we would love to hear about it. And if you're interested in things we're interested in, of course we want to hear about that too. But Ernest, to keep up with anything we're doing, whether it be news, reviews, and all things nerdy, where can the people find us?
So if you'd like to stay up to date with the show, you can find us out here on all these social medias, baby. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. And if you'd like to reach us directly, you can find us at lifeisstorytelling at gmail.com. We appreciate any and all feedback, and we fucking love you.
We love you so much. Don't be distracted by the fact that it says that our content's like specifically explicit now. We're
It
not going the
is.
OF route. We're not going the OF route. Not yet. Not yet. But thank you all for tuning in, hanging out, and have a great rest of your week.